Live. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are in the building. Real Cannabis Entrepreneur, baby. It is time to rock and roll. We are back again, man. And we got a treat for y'all this week. Welcome, everybody, coming to the chat. Let's go. Let's get it popping. We got Thunder Walker in the building, y'all. We're going to do it big today, man. This is going to be dope. This is a super dope one, man. For everybody out there, come on into the chat, guys. Everybody hit the chat up. When you come into the chat, make sure that you put your name in that box when you enter. Don't put a miscellaneous, or else when you chat back, I won't be able to know who you are. So when you come into the chat, guys, put your name in that slot right there so I know who you are, man, so we can get it popping. All right? Get it popping. Now, I don't even got my lights on. Let me get my lights right, man. I'm over here fiddling around with everything. But we getting it right, getting it tight, man. Everybody coming to the chat, let me know who's up in here. 14 people already in the building. That's what I'm talking about. On time, baby. On time action. Yeah, man. We're going to get it popping today, y'all. We got a lot to do today. So let me fix my lights real quick. Get my mood right. You know what I'm saying? Get my mood right. What's up, my other one? Change it. Whatever. All right. Whatever, man. We going for it, y'all. Check it out. We got Jeff Booker in the building, Cannon Coverage in the building, y'all. We got some other announcements we're going to make about this event that you guys saw me talk about in Atlantic City this Friday. Thunder's going to be there. Jeff's going to be there. Michelle's going to be there. Preston's going to be there. Tana's going to be there. Whole bunch of us going to be there, man, in the building, man, representing to give some cannabis education to municipalities, some of the city officials and things like that, man. What's up, Valerie? TACFO. All the way from Redding, California. Yay, baby. Redding, California in the building. That's what I'm talking about. West Coast check-in, baby. Valerie, you always here on time. I love it. All right. Mr. Chris Jennings, what's up? Mr. Jennings in the building, baby. You always here representing too, man. That's my Real Cannon family. Always here represent, man. Big up to you, brother. Big up to you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, man. I want my light right in the back. Dang, y'all, I'm going to have to unplug it and replug it. But I ain't got time for that. I'm just going to go. I'm going to go with it, y'all, today. Whatever, man. I'm going impromptu. You know what I'm saying? Guy Tano's in the building. Guy Tano in the building. The Godfather of Brick City. He's here, baby. Guy Tano's in the building. Let's go. Sarah Toke. What's up, Sarah? What's going on? How are you? I like that name, that last name. All right, y'all. I ain't going to play around too much. Y'all know how I be doing. Sometimes I lose track because I start messing around. But today, I'm going to stay on track, man. I'm going to stay on track because we're going to get it in. We're going to get it popping. I got some things to tell y'all, some other things and all that good nature, right? While everybody comes in, let me do a quick intro to let everybody know who doesn't know who I am. A little background. My name is Gary George, co-founder of the Real Cannabis Entrepreneur Conference. My wife and I started this back in 2018 in Jersey, right? When we knew that cannabis was coming to the legal market, right? We started up 2018. We had our first show in 2019. Our whole thing was teaching us, the solo individual entrepreneurs from New Jersey and everywhere else, how to do this themselves so that we can position ourselves and not let the MSOs and all the big companies take over all the slots, price fix us, and do all kind of other stuff. So I decided to jump into it, educate everybody, get everybody in the process in New Jersey that's going, in New York that's going, in Connecticut that's going, in Mass that's going. Everybody's done been through Real Cannon. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's done been through Real Cannon. And that's how we do, ladies and gentlemen, making sure that everybody gets it. And now we're up to 2023, ladies and gentlemen. We are on it. This was our 11th show. If you missed it, October 5th and 6th, it was packed. 1,000 people, 40 plus speakers, off the hook, after parties every night. Yo, y'all got to come to one of ours because it's off the hook, man. You got to see our stage. Super dope DJs, live effects, all that good stuff, man. We go hard, y'all. We go hard in the paint, man. So if you missed it, realcannabisentrepreneur.com. Go there, sign up, guys. Get on the email list. Make sure that you get notified of anything else that's coming up because we got a lot of events coming, particularly for holiday and some other things, guys. So get on that email list. All right. If you're in the webinar and you've already put your email in, you're already going to get it anyway. So, but if anybody else happen to land here, you know what to do. All right. You know what to do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me get into my first announcement. I'm going to run through a quick couple of announcements. Now, you guys always hear me talking about the private mastermind group, right? Our private mastermind group for cannabis professionals. Started it back in 2018 with 8 members. Guy Tanner was one of them. Dr. David was one of them. Tara was one of them. Kim B was one of them. Tara Masu was one of them. A lot of us, we started, right? And now we're up to 172 professionals from all over the world. We help each other sharpen each other's business skills and grow, man. This is how you grow your business. You surround yourself with other successful entrepreneurs doing it like you. And that's what our private cannabis mastermind group is all about, ladies and gentlemen. You got to be qualified to get in that bad boy. You can't just be a Joe Schmo. You got to be doing something. But if you're doing something, holla at me and put it up. Go to realcannabisentrepreneur.com/mastermind. realcannabisentrepreneur/mastermind. And you could apply to get in our mastermind group, ladies and gentlemen. We don't even open up applications, but once a year during the conference season. And guys, because I'm doing these webinars and you guys are hanging out with me, I know that you're more serious. So I'm going to represent and give you a chance to go right there. RealCannabisEntrepreneur.com/mastermind. Mastermind, ladies and gentlemen, one of the dopest things we got. And let me tell you about the mastermind group. We got industry professionals from 17 countries in our group. We got professionals, cannabis professionals in South Africa. Big up South Africa, man. They always represent. Big up Chiba Institute, always represent. We got cannabis professionals in Virgin Islands. Big up Virgin Islands. We got cannabis professionals in Amsterdam, in Spain, all in our group, in this mastermind. All in the mastermind, ladies and gentlemen. You need to get in that group, guys. It's not a free group. It's a paid group. It's only if you're serious. So if you're serious, guys, go to realcannabisentrepreneur.com/mastermind. And let's see if we can get you popping, baby. Let's see if we can get you popping. All right. Second announcement of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Second announcement of the day. Okay. You heard me talk about it on stage, right? I worked on this so hard, ladies and gentlemen. This is crowdfunding for cannabis-based companies. I was able to pull it off. It took me 3 years to do this with Mainvest. Mainvest.com. They're the largest platform for crowdfunding that allows cannabis-friendly companies to raise capital on their platform. Now, I had to go through a whole bunch of stuff. We had to change the SEC rules and do all kind of crazy stuff to be able to power our Spark Tank, which you saw on stage. That's our business pitch. Every year we do Spark Tank, right? And this year people were able to invest in real time, but also afterwards, guys, people like you can still raise capital. So I got an opportunity for you guys, and this is a freaking no-brainer. I don't know why my phone ain't ringing off the hook for this one, y'all. I'm really baffled. But let me explain, because some people don't understand what crowdfunding is, and I realize that. So let me explain real fast. Crowdfunding is when you take little small amounts from a whole bunch of people and it adds up to a big amount, right? And the only way that you could take money from what's called an unaccredited investor in the United States means you have to use a crowdfunding platform. An unaccredited investor is anybody who has a lower net worth than $1 million, doesn't make over $250,000 a year, and some other things, right? So most people aren't in that range. So you could do this crowdfunding and raise that capital, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you're familiar with other crowdfunding sites that went big back in the day, like Kickstarter, right? You would see many of those products that would do $1 million, $2 million, right? Come out of the gate. What many people didn't understand, they just thought they threw it up there and got lucky and made $1 million and $2 million. Guys, I own a 27-year-old digital marketing agency. I've been doing this since the beginning of the internet, and they used to call me, and they used to hire us to run their marketing campaigns and pay us $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 to make them that $1.52 million, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do it in crowdfunding. It's a marketing campaign. This is not like open your doors and everybody comes like people think of cannabis. It's not that, man. You got to go out there and you got to market, guys. Again, I own a 27-year-old digital marketing campaign. I already been doing this for years, guys. If you are ready and you need to raise money for your dispensary, your grow, cultivation, whatever, even if you're CBD, if it's Delta 8, whatever, guys, if you got something fresh, you got a service, you got something that's hot, holla at me. Anything that's cannabis CBD related, man, psychedelics related, anything that's fly. Bring it to me, y'all. You got to qualify. This is not for everybody. You got to qualify for this opportunity. But if you do, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to raise you $100,000 in 4 months. $100,000 in 4 months. What's so dope about crowdfunding is this. Basically, all of the cannabis professionals right now are having to do publicity. All of the dispensaries open up in New Jersey. They're paying for publicity, and all of the magazines and newspapers and everywhere else to let everybody know that they're open. Guess what? When you do this crowdfunding campaign, all of that stuff is included. It's a publicity and marketing campaign. We do press for you. We do paid ads for you. We drive traffic for you. We have Oak PR is our partner public relations firm. They're the ones that do the PR for Verano, Ascend, and a lot of other big companies. They're doing the PR for us. I'm doing the marketing, and my team's doing all the heavy lifting on the marketing side. Ladies and gentlemen, this is like paying yourself literally to raise money for your own self. This is like paying you to do your marketing campaign. Instead of you going out and paying for marketing, you're actually getting paid to do it, man. I just can't believe that's not ringing off the hook. RealCannabisCrowdfunding.com. RealCannabisCrowdfunding.com, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're gonna get ready to rock and roll. We're gonna get ready to rock and roll, man. I'm gonna bring in one guest first, and then we're gonna bring in. I see our stats going up. We up to 52 people live. 12 o'clock Thunder. You see that Thunder? 12 o'clock. They already here, man. 50 people here to see Thunder. At 12 o'clock noon, baby. You know that's what's up, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hold up, y'all. Hold up. Before we do that, we got to make a quick announcement right here, because it's going down this Friday, Atlantic City, ladies and gentlemen. Atlantic City, Friday. That's M4MM. They're throwing a cannabis town hall, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be super dope, and I'm going to be on stage. Thunder's going to be on stage. A whole bunch of other people are going to be on stage, guys, and we got to come and support. So, without further ado, Jeff Booker, turn your camera on, man. Let me make sure I got you there. I got Jeff Booker in the background from Canna Coverage. Michelle and Jeff Booker are the ones that are holding it down and putting all this together, ladies and gentlemen. I said I was going to bring them up real quick, do a nice plug for what's going on this Friday, ladies and gentlemen. So without further ado, let's bring in Mr. Jeff Booker. Mr. Jeff Booker. Oh, snap. It's not coming in.
What's up, bro?
There he is. Yes. What's up? Jeff Booker in the building. He's frozen, but he's there. He's frozen, but he's there.
I am here.
What's up, Jeff? Are you unfroze, baby?
I won't be long as I am in transit, but definitely want folks to come out this Friday. We have the third Cannabis Town Hall here in New Jersey at the Old Soldiers Home in Atlantic City. Great venue. We're going to have Thunder Walker in the building. We're going to have Gaetano Larderi in the building. Michelle Santos in the building.
Yeah.
Precious and Faye and so many others are going to be in the building talking about the ecosystem with respect to cannabis here in New Jersey. And of course, we're going to be having the chance to honor our good buddy, Gary, as well on Friday. So please come on out, get educated, get connected, and to help us love on some folks like Gary and others. Look forward to seeing you there, 11 a.m. On Friday. Again, the Cannabis Town Hall hosted by Minorities for Medical Marijuana here in New Jersey. On the membership chair, our co-directors are Gaetano and Michelle. And we look forward to seeing you on Friday in AC.
Friday in AC, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Booker in the building. Canada coverage in the building, baby. You got to be there, ladies and gentlemen. Go to this short link right now, ladies and gentlemen. bit.ly/AC tickets 2023 /AC.
Get those tickets, folks. Let's go.
Go to bit.ly/AC tickets 2023, ladies and gentlemen. You got to be there Friday, man. It's going to be off the hook. I'm telling you, we got an after party popping and everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Library CEO back there. I see you in it. What's up? But Jeff, thank you so much, my brother. Big up to you. See you on Friday, man.
Appreciate y'all
plugging in, my brother. All right. Peace.
Thank you.
Yes, let's go. Let's go. Right now, y'all, bit.ly/AC tickets 2023. All right, I've been ignoring y'all in the chat. We about to bring Thunder to the stage. Hold on, before I do that, let me shout out whoever else, because I've been ignoring y'all. Max Lewis in the building. What's up, Max? Big up to you, Max. Big up to you, Max. Big up. Hold on. See, I told y'all some of y'all did not putting y'all names in there. I can't see. Jarrell, what's good, baby? Grams for Grams. He's part of our mastermind. He's one of my mastermind members. Jarrell in the building. He's Gram for Grams in the building. Guy Tanner's one of my mastermind members. Gram, and he's in the building. We're going to talk about his psychedelic survey. Rosette in the building. Roseland Edible. She's one of our longtime mastermind members in the building, baby. Making it happen. All my people's come through and represent, man. Stacy, what's up? Longtime mastermind member in the building. Faye, what's up? Faye in the building. Everybody's in the building. All right, all my people came through. All right, y'all. All right, I'm going to stop playing around. Let's get down to it, y'all. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Y'all know how we do it, Real Canna. Thunder has never been on this stage, y'all. And y'all know what happens when we bring people to the Real Canna virtual stage, right? We got to represent it. We can't clap. So we got to do it on a keyboard, ladies and gentlemen. So I need y'all right now. Throw those T's in the chat. Right now, we cannot bring her out until we get enough T's in that damn chat. Let's go for Thunder Walker, baby. We got to bring her in with a blast. Let's go. We got to bring her, y'all. Come on. I need T's in the chat. Let's go. All right, they coming in. All right, let's go, peace. King Gregory, what's up, baby? Stacy, what's up? Valerie in the building. Let's go. Bring Thunder in. Let's go. Let's get her hype, y'all. We got to get her hype. She's on Real Canna for the first time. Ron in the building. Smoke Currency 12 in the building. Valerie in the building. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here she comes. Coming to the stage, y'all. Coming to the stage right now. Thunder Walker, baby. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go. What's up, Thunder? How are you today?
I'm doing excellent. How's everybody doing out there?
Oh, doing great. Everybody's waiting for you, man. Waiting to see you on stage, man, and get it popping, man. Everybody's been hearing about the great work that you've been doing. I've been trying to tell them a little bit. You got so much of a story that I had to bring you on to tell it yourself and also talk some good stuff, man, because we're going to talk a bit, because I know all of y'all are here because Thunder was the first one to put this in my ear, and it stuck in my ear, and that's why I titled this webinar that How to Be a Cannabis Appraiser, man. She does some really phenomenal things, y'all, and I learned a lot from her from just an hour conversation, and I had to bring it to you guys so you could also learn some of these great things, man. So Thunder, let them know. For everybody who does not know who you are, act like they never seen you before. Let them know who you are, what did you do, and all that good stuff. You know what I mean?
Hey, my name is Thunder Walker. I'm a cannabis appraiser. My background is cannabis real estate. I actually own a dispensary, grow, and processing in Oklahoma City. And then I also do advocacy work for caregivers, pediatric cannabis. And my whole focus is making sure through the Smoke Currency Tour that we tie these states together so we can have communication with everyone about what's going on in their particular state, whether it's legislation, whether it's the caregiver bills, whether it's taxes. We want to talk about it. Legacy to legal, seed to sale. I want to talk about everything there is to talk about in all of these states that are coming on board and becoming legal, and even some of the states that aren't legal yet. We still out there looking for you to come on board.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We need y'all to come on board, more states to come on and make it happen. But Thunder's out there, y'all, and this is what's so dope. And this is the reason why I also wanted to bring it to your attention. She's the one out there fighting, going state to state and educating. Education is the key to bringing all of these people around and up to speed, ladies and gentlemen. When I was doing these municipality meetings and I was talking to these chiefs of police, ladies and gentlemen, it was like I realized that they had just never heard what I said to them. And they just had this big stigma and big thing that they had because they never had a person like me that came to them and told them certain things that they were able to understand. And that's what Thunder's doing, man. It's just about educating the masses and really helping them understand so that these towns don't be scared. The municipalities are not scared to understand. So that's really dope, Thunder. So let's talk some more. Let's talk some more about, you've been doing a lot, man. Like you said, you got a dispensary open. You got processing going. You're working with psychedelics. You got the tour going. You got smoke currency. You got Thunder Walk experience. You got a big tour bus popping. Let everybody know, because everybody's been seeing that bus, man. That bus look fresh, man. That bus look fresh. Let's everybody know what's up with the bus, man, and what exactly happens when you roll out on this bus, and how does that tour work?
Okay, so basically what I did, I decided that as I went across the country, I was understanding that each ecosystem was different. Each state was different. And we were all doing things kind of similar, but not exactly the same. And it can be even different in each city. So I thought what we needed to do is actually have a conversation between the states, not necessarily crossing borders to talk about how to bring cannabis into another state, but just having a conversation of what works well in one state that may not be working so well in the other. And we could learn from each other, right? And the whole thing was about removing the stigma, taking a green thread and tying all the states together. Right. So when I came back off from speaking and judging cannabis, I knew we needed to have that conversation to bring everybody together. So that's when I came up with the Smoke Currency Tour. And the Smoke Currency Tour allows us to go to each state and see what they're great at and things that they need improving on. We talk to legislators. We bring 7 to 12 people together that don't even know each other, and they actually have to spend the night together and be able to see the cities. We stop in 3 different cities: the capital, the most populated city, and then we try to do a rural city. We also do what's called a library activation. And in the library activation, the reason why that is so important, there's a lot of people that want to understand this industry and maybe step in and do double dutch with us, but they need to start somewhere. So if you have no money at all, you are lacking resources, you can go to your local library and activate what I call cannabis research, cannabis curiosity. You can go in there and there's books, there's access to the internet, and there are people there that will help you find out things about psychedelics, starting your own business. All of those things are there, and the tools are there for you to get started. No matter what you're good at, you can cross-pollinate with cannabis.
Yo, that is super dope, man. That is super dope, man. That's what I'm talking about. Tying it all together, right? And we see this happen frequently, ladies and gentlemen, in all the different states. All the legislators go out and they borrow from other states to see what's working, what's not, right? And it's a big mosh podge. And a lot of times that creates some disconnections because they're trying to adopt so many different rule sets from different states and mash them all together. But Thunder, by having you going out there and really helping them understand the pros and the cons of each one of those different things, and also helping them just understand what's available, because it's so new. A lot of them don't even know what's out there. So a lot of them haven't done that study. And even if they did, these regulation documents are very long. It's a ton of absorption, man. 200 plus pages on every state you got to read just to understand all of the rules and regulations. So it is a lot, man. So that's super dope that you're going through, tying it together, educating, getting everybody experience, traveling around. That is super dope. What made you start this, Thunder? What made you start this? Because that was a unique idea. This is very unique.
Well, I love the people in this ecosystem. If you're starting out and you're getting into the cannabis space, there's going to be wonderful, magical, powerful people that you meet, and they all love the plant. But the problem with that is, and yes, there's a problem, is that everybody thinks that they're doing it right. Absolutely. Everybody thinks that they have it all worked out. But really, We don't. We can do it more efficiently. And the way to do that is to be able to learn from other people and then grow. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying that there's more information out there. And so if you can find out how people grow outdoors or how someone else is dealing with cannabis real estate, you can kind of cut through the red tape and make your life simpler. Who wants to reinvent the wheel? I know I don't. And so there's people that are experts out there. Let's learn from them.
Yeah, most definitely, man. That's what and that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen, too. You always hear me say that as well, Gary, that people ask me because I own a 27-year-old digital market agency. I started at the beginning of the internet. Many of the companies that I started with, almost all of them are gone. And everybody asks me all the time and says, Gary, how did you stay in business this long? How did you survive? And I was like, because I was never scared to invest in myself, to put myself around people that were smarter than me, that was going to teach me more stuff to make me go bigger, faster, stronger. That is the way you do it, ladies and gentlemen, by just investing in yourself, putting yourself around the smartest people that you can find that already did that, been there, done that, and then you go from 0 to 60 and you'll never fall the gaps of everybody else. Don't try to figure it out on yourself. Hire professionals, man. Thunder's that, you know what I'm saying? Thunder, let's talk some more, man. All right, we're going to get into the cannabis appraising because I know everybody is, that piqued my ears. I was like, whoa, what is that? We all newbies on the East Coast. We don't understand a lot of what's going on. So Thunder was the first one who came to me and talked about this. And she's got a background in the real estate, right? And then she talked about appraising, and I thought she was talking about real estate. But then she started talking about cannabis appraising. And I said, oh, wait a minute. We got to talk about this. So Thunder, I want you to talk a little bit about cannabis appraising. What is that? What exactly is it first? And then we're going to talk about how you get into it.
So first of all, to simplify this, everything has value, including cannabis. Cannabis is a crop, right? It's a crop. And so it is grown outside or indoors, and it has value. Not only does it have value, it can increase in value because we sell it to people, the typical buyer, right? And so that's what sets up what the value of cannabis is. But it's not just that. Cannabis is changing communities. We're creating green zones. So you not only have the value of the crop, but you also have the value of the real estate. So that's the actual buildings that it's in. That's all the equipment. So there's business evaluations, and all of that ties together into a cannabis appraisal. So I actually set the value to the dirt and the smoke. And I really like that. So that's what a cannabis appraisal is. It is really looking at from seed to sale, from building to materials, what all it takes to create this ecosystem, this product. And then once you look at that, how much can you sell it for? So it gets an appraised value for that. And there's 3 different approaches, just like everything else. There's the income approach, there's the market sales comparable approach, and then there's the cost approach. The cost approach is real simple. It's what does it cost to actually create your crop and your business, right?
Right.
That's the first thing. The income approach is how much income you're actually making by doing this particular business. So that would mean let's say you leased out a portion of your building or you leased out your branding. That's income. Okay, so you'll see different types of brands in different dispensaries. And so that's an income approach. Okay.
Right.
And then the sales comparable approach is these businesses are being able to be sold to other businesses. And some of these businesses are even merging, right? And so right now I am in the office of Simply Pure Trenton.
In the building.
Yes.
Here in the building. Let's go.
And so we are walking through his property right now that he had to get appraised. He purchased a property and we're walking through it, looking at it as it goes through construction, because guess what? It's in the green zone, baby. I woke up in the green zone.
Right. Big up out here. Big up Simply Pure, baby. Trenton represent, baby. Next one to open up, man. That's super dope. But did y'all hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Like, why you're going through the process. You hear that it's important to have this process starting to happen, to understand the value of your business. Thunder's the one that can school you to this and you can bring in to help you structuring the appraisal. Now, this is super important, guys, because the cannabis game, I don't know if any of y'all know this. I mean, I know some of y'all know it, but the real deal is not about operation, y'all. The real money's not in operation. The real money's in the exit. The real money's in the exit. That's why you got to do everything right to make sure that you can get to that damn exit. And the only way you're going to get to the exit with a nice exit amounts is with proper valuation and appraisal, right? And by doing it the right way, like Thunder's talking about, having a professional like that to tell you how to increase the value, right? Guys,
Right.
no brainer. What you should be all of us should be doing that, right off the rip. If we know we're going for an exit, everybody in cannabis, we're pretty much know we all got to go for an exit, guys, right? So what we all should be doing, we need to appraise, we need to evaluate, we need to do like bring it in early, man. That's super dope. Thunder. Tell us more.
So not only that, let's talk even genetics. Okay, there are seeds out there that sell for $5, but then there's seeds out there that sells for $50,000 to $100,000. And the reason why is because someone has been able to appraise the genetics on how that particular seed is going to process and grow, and what type of crop it's going to yield. If it's going to be fluffy, the THC, all of that. And then if you're a grower and you get ready to package your product, you want to look at, you're going to add value to your product by not only the growing process and if it's organic or craft, but you're also going to add value based off of how you package the product. And what that means is, are you going to invest money in what your logo is going to be, the type of material you're going to package as you harvest the product? Or are you going to hand trim the product, or you're going to machine trim? All of those things play a very key part in raising the value of your cannabis.
Yeah, that is super dope, man. Super dope. Making sure that all the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted, so that you can get the maximum valuation and maximum exit from you, and the genetics, man. I mean, that's super dope. That's even more dope. I mean, to have genetics appraised and have a value on that, because that's something that really needs it, man. There's so much genetics out here that's so next level that aren't getting the shine that they should versus those that do, right? Because of the fanfare and marketing behind a certain brand. But there's other guys in the trenches, man, that are beast growers, that are beast genetics, beast geneticists, man. And, they don't get to shine. So having something like this to at least put the value towards what it is that you're doing, ladies and gentlemen. So all of y'all, all of my cultivators in the building right now, all my cultivators, y'all need to holler at Thunder. Y'all need to holler at Thunder, brother. Y'all need to holler at and get your genetics. Everybody. That's one of my biggest questions. Thunder. Everyone asks me about how do you trademark genetics? How do you get into this? Thunder's the one, y'all. I got it right here. See? This is a way for you to take the genetics and take it to the next level, get your valuation, start protecting the IP and all that other things. Guys, there's another podcast that I did a long time ago that tells you how to trademark and how to put IP on your genetics and seeds. Guys, go check that out in my old podcast. But Thunder, but yes, let's talk some more, man. This is so dope. But but let me ask you this. No, this is a really good question. How do you value genetics? So if I was going in and say, how am I going to value this one? Like you being the appraiser, you go in and you look at it and say, what is it? What are my judging criteria? What is some of the judging criteria?
Okay, so basically you're going to start from the very beginning. You're going to get your seed, you're going to pop your seed, you're going to track everything that you're doing. You're going to, from the nursery process all the way into testing. Your testing is going to be key, because we're going to be able to show that that the properties in your genetics are what they are. So you're going to be able to talk about the terp level, what terps are in there, what your trichomes and everything looks like. You want to get pictures and documentation on that. You're going to also look at any type of impurities, what you're using as far as there's certain bugs that they have out there. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but there's certain bugs that they put on the plants to eat up anything that is not supposed to be on the plant, right? And so what you're using matters. It really, really does. Are you making teas for your plants? And believe it or not, are you talking to your plants? Because you can actually see a bud that's the same type of, same strain that's another grower may use. They're the same strain, but they will look differently based off of the care that you're putting in. They will fluff, they'll look better, brighter, prettier colors based off of that. So you're going to look at that first, and then you're going to also get your testing. But the real key, which the part that I love too, it's just when you break that bud apart and you harvest it and then you hand trim it, and it's a beautiful bud. And the key is at the very end, it's the consumption. And what does the consumption do for your body? Because we're still talking about wellness too.
Right.
And so if you have the right terpenes, that it's going to affect different things, that's going to add additional information for it. And that's going to increase your value. And then last but not least, like I said before, is your packaging. I can tell you this, there's a lot of growers across the country that knows how to package their product, whether they are freeze drying it, whether they are actually putting it in the Mylar bags and what those look like, and then being able to significantly show that you are putting an image on there that relates specifically to you. So that is what you're going to be doing. And you're going to capture that and be able to brand yourself as one of the top growers and the top products out there.
Love that, man. Love that, y'all. Yo, that was killer. That was killer, y'all. Did y'all hear all that information Thunder just dropped on y'all? She just dropped a whole bunch of bombs on y'all. She's giving it up.
Click.
That is super dope, man.
Fast and heavy over here.
I'm telling you, right. And she said she's giving the judging criteria, telling all my cultivators. She's telling you, all my cultivators, all my growers, she just gave you the criteria, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to know. And I'm sure you guys know, but these are what are going to be most important in making sure that you get the highest valuation for your bud, right? Because it's all about that. And like, I love the fact that you consider how the plant was cared for, Thunder, because that's my biggest thing. Really, I've been a cultivator. I've been a guerrilla grower since I was like 13. Me and my boys used to grow back in the woods. You know what I mean? Trying not to get locked up in Jersey, riding our bikes and all that, right? So we was growing real early, man. We was and we used to do exactly that. We loved our plants, man. We may be raining at night. I'd be thinking about them at night, like, oh, they're gonna be so big and beautiful tomorrow. I can't wait to see them. This, that, and third. But it really does make a significant effect and difference, ladies and gentlemen. I got another one of my master cultivators. Twizzy, pick up the Twizzy and Amber. He's my guy who does everything outside of the box. He uses crystal technology. He uses magnetism. He uses frequency. He uses sound. He's doing incredible things that other cultivators swear can't be done. That's why I love. Yeah, Thunder. We gonna build with him because he's so next up. And I got questions that I've asked every cultivator that they said is impossible that my man did, and he showed it and he proved it. That's one of my questions on stage. Many of y'all heard me ask this question on stage. I say, can you grow a cannabis plant without nitrogen? Unanimously, everybody, 1,000 people in the room, unanimously, everyone said, no, you cannot grow a cannabis plant without nitrogen. It's got to be nitrogen in the soil, And I said, my guy did it. I would say the same thing if I did not see it with my own eyes, y'all. But my guy did it, and he's doing all, and he's like, he put magnets on his hose. He does all kind of stuff. He's got these frequency bird sounds. He's using certain birds to excite the plants in the morning, y'all. This is the kind of stuff you got to do, man, right? You say making teas, using molasses, doing all this stuff. That's when you love your plant, man. I do that all the time. I do all kind of stuff with my plants, man. Big up. So that's great.
And not only that, I mean, I have went to certain places and they have used aloe vera when they're doing their cloning. And I said, grandma's aloe vera? They're like, aloe vera, baby, because aloe vera works on everything.
Wow. See, it's so much about this plant that we don't know, ladies and gentlemen. So many different ways to get busy. It's going to really be wild to see how this progresses. And that's why I'm very excited to see how this progresses for the greater good, right? Now that we have some science behind it and we can quantify some things that we've all known, right? And I'm a herbalist, been an herbalist since I've been 19. I know about these plants and understand that they work a certain way. Our grandmothers told them that they work. Our grandmothers never knew the science behind why it worked. It just freaking worked, man. And that's all. At the end of the day, that's what I sit there and have my arguments with the science guys, and we talk, and I say, yeah, I'm science too. But at the end of the day, guys, we got to keep it real. This is about healing somebody, right? So if somebody takes something and they heal themselves and they said they feel better, does the science even matter anymore? We've accomplished the goal, guys. What are we doing? You know,
Right.
You scored a touchdown. You got to say, no, the touchdown ain't no good because we don't know how you scored it. You know, like, come on, bro. Like it don't work like that. I'm healed. It healed you.
The win.
Yeah, you won. So, guys, I'm big on that. We're going to see the science behind why it's actually curing and why it's healing people. And there's going to be a lot of variations because cannabis is a spiritual drug and it has lots of variations to it. You know, that's what we're seeing in psychedelics. Psychedelics has a more straight line. It's more closer to the traditional Western science. So we see it moving faster because they can quantify it they can put it in their boxes based off of standardization and all of that kind of stuff, right? Which is really dope because we need it, but cannabis is just a different kind of being because there's so many variations and Western science doesn't like variations.
It's magic. It is, and that's the thing that people don't really understand because you're drawn to it, and when you're drawn to it, you're just drawn to it.
For real,
it becomes your life.
It is, and I say this now, Thunder. Let me ask you a question. This is the one I ask during our 420. I play games and I ask people crazy questions. And I say, when was the first time you smelled weed and did you like it? I'm gonna ask you that.
Actually, I grew up during the war on drugs, right? And
Uh,
so we were just brainwashed about the whole situation. And it's really sad because the first time I smelled weed, I really thought it was a beautiful smell. I liked it, right? I was like,
yeah.
this is really different. A family member was smoking it, and I was like, this is so cool. And my mother grabbed me by my arm and dragged me out the hallway and said, leave cousin so and so alone.
Right.
But
Get
they
out of there with the grown folks. Get up out of there.
Right. They were meditating and having a good time, and there was an adult party too. And then my cousin, he was meditating and he was looking out the window and he was actually smoking cannabis. At the time, I didn't know that's what it was, but it was very different and it was really easy. So I saw him in one light, and then I saw playing the cards, the dominoes, all in another light as a child. And I was like, I want to be in that room right there where he is. And my mother drugged me out the hallway and said, no.
Get on up out of here. You ain't ready for all that yet.
With the alcohol.
Right. For real. Yeah, man. But yes, I always ask that question because I'm curious, because I know the first time that I smelled it, I was mesmerized. I was like, oh, what's that? That smells good. Right.
Yeah.
So I asked everybody who smoked, I want to see if there's anyone who said that they grew up and they smelled it initially and didn't like it. I really haven't read anybody who said it yet. So I'm taking a poll to see, because as smokers, we kind of think certain things are common because we all do them. We don't talk about them. But then now we're getting in more of a social, situation where we can test things out. So I like to ask little questions like that, stuff like that.
You know what, Gary? It's really funny that you say that because it was familiar. Even as a child, I don't know why, but it made me feel like, come to me. This is
Right.
great. I love it. It was very warm and familiar.
Yeah. Same with me, man. I love the smell of it, and I was infatuated with it, and that's why I started so early. Back when it wasn't popular, y'all, I was a freaking villain back in the day for smoking weed. Me and my boys was the biggest villains of all time. The girls used to be like, ooh, y'all bad. Gary, y'all bad. Y'all smoke weed. Y'all cutting school. Y'all doing this, right? We were the bad kids all day. Now, all of those girls who call me bad in school are funny because some of them on this webinar, now they outsmoke me by far, Thunder. I cannot smoke no blunts with them. They be smoking me under the table. They be smoking me out, yo. And I say, y'all called us bad all that time, and now I can't even smoke with y'all. Y'all on the next level.
On the next level. Matter of fact, they're trying to open businesses right now.
Exactly. So it's so funny, man. They all remember that. And that was the reason why they pushed me to do Real Cannabis Entrepreneur, because I was known for that. I was the original cannabis entrepreneur since a young teen, before it was popular in the world. And so everybody said, Gary, you should be in it, man. You was the first one to turn everybody on. And I said, you're right. You know what I mean? I'm going to get it popping. Let's go, Jersey. Let's make it happen. But anyway, Thunder, but let's talk some more, man, because you got a lot of interesting stuff to talk about. Another thing I want to talk about is you opening up in your dispensary. Where's your dispensary and processing facility?
We're in Oklahoma City, and
OKC, baby. Let's go. OKC. Let's go.
And believe it or not, guys, what Oklahoma did, and I'm so excited about it, we have the largest number of people of color that own cannabis dispensaries and cannabis businesses right there in Oklahoma.
Yes, man. Oklahoma in the building. I'm just putting up some of the comments on screen, y'all. Sorry, I forgot to do that so I can represent y'all and let y'all get y'all shine. Rosette in the building. Yes, you're part of the culture, all that good stuff. But yeah, man. So it's in Oklahoma City, right? Oklahoma is a very different market than every other place. And for y'all who don't understand Oklahoma and what happened there, they opened it up to everybody. It was unlimited everything. It was unlimited whatever, right, Thunder? You could do whatever. You could have real estate. There was no green zone. Was it a green zone in Oklahoma?
We started our own green zone, yes. And so you could open up anywhere. Dispensaries are side by side in some of the cities. And the licenses was only $2,500 per license.
Wow.
The cheapest license there is the one of the cheapest licenses. It's the educational license. It's only $500. And basically, they did a 2-year check on your background. And if you had $2,500, you could start a business. And people did. A lot of people did. Right now, we're in the process of moratorium, and they're not opening up any more grows, processors, or facility licenses are being handed out. But we got in right at the close to the end, and I was really, really excited about being able to start Proud Mary Cannabis.
Proud Mary Cannabis. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Proud Mary Cannabis. Let's go. OKC, y'all better represent. Everybody in OKC, go Proud Mary Cannabis. All right. That's super dope. That is super dope. Now, Thunder, you're not from Oklahoma, correct?
No, I'm not from Oklahoma. My significant other is, and this was one of his dreams to open up a dispensary. We got started. We ended up getting 6 licenses, and we decided to stick with just one of, which is the processing, and it's all Proud Mary and Grow and dispensary. We have a partnership with the Grow and dispensary, and so Proud Mary is dear to my heart. The next thing I'm gonna probably open is gonna be called Hail Mary because it was it was
Right.
it was
Right.
really a lot of work to put all this together.
Yeah.
Even in the state, he's from there. He's from Holdenville, Oklahoma, and actually his cousin wrote the bill 788 in Oklahoma.
Wow.
Senator Connie Johnson, love her to death. She's so perfect, and she's retired now. And so that's where we started. We started right there in Oklahoma.
That's what's up. That's what's up, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do it. Sometimes you got to get going, right? Because you're from Texas, right, Thunder? You're from Texas, right? You said Texas. So
Just a shout out, Senator Connie Johnson. She's retired. She's a Black female senator, the only one in the country that's ever
Wow.
written a cannabis bill. So that's history being made right there.
Wow, that's what's up. Big up, Senator Connie Johnson. That's what's up, man. Black senator making it happen. The only one that's written something up on the bill, man. That is so dope. So, Thunder, yeah, I'm still thinking about this. So you came from Texas. You went to Oklahoma to do this. And this is very interesting, y'all. You're going to learn a lot, right, about people going to other states. I had one of my other guys from Jersey. He was waiting for us to open. He got too antsy. He said, man, I'm out of here. I'm going to Oklahoma, man. He went to Oklahoma, started his grow, and he got it popping.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he got it popping. While we were all waiting, he was going. He was like, I ain't waiting no more, man. I'm out of here. I'm going to Oklahoma. And sometimes you got to make moves like that, ladies and gentlemen. Even outside of your state, it doesn't matter where you at necessarily, right? It's all about generating good business wherever. It's about generating those zeros for your bank account. Doesn't matter where it's located. So that was a bold move to go to Oklahoma. How was the process with opening in Oklahoma? How was the rest of the process?
We actually do not have social equity in Oklahoma, but I believe it's because in their minds, because they had such a lower entry as far as fees, as far as background check, all of that, that it wasn't necessary to open up a social equity line. That's one thing that we missed, I think, in the bill. But the deal was she had to work across lines. She was a Democrat. She had to work across the aisle, and she got it done. So at an entry of $2,500, 2-year background check, 2-year living inside the state, or 5 years total, that was huge for us. And so the state of Oklahoma licensed more people of color than any place else in the country. And the deal is now it's about being sustainable in this industry. And so that's where we need people like you and other people in our communities to come together along with this green thread so we can learn from each other. Because social equity doesn't just affect the city or the state, it also affects all of the other businesses that work within the cannabis community. So such as the POS system, such as advertising on certain platforms. They give discounts to people that are part of social equity, which really, to be honest with you, Oklahoma missed out because we didn't have that part, but we're still churning.
Right. Yeah, man. That's good stuff. And they're going crazy in the chat here. I gotta rewind a little bit, Thunder, because they asking questions. They going in. I'm like, all right, y'all, I ain't gonna wait there. I'm gonna get it right now. They like, come on. All right, Blaze said, would you talk a little bit about how to become an appraiser? And then Cash One followed up and said, start growing, then I can become an appraiser. Same question as Blaze. So let's clarify some things for them.
Okay, so let's start from that. An appraiser is actually setting the value to different things, okay? And the value, I gave you the 3 approaches earlier. So I just moved that particular skill because I was already an appraiser over to the cannabis industry, okay? But everything has value. So if you become an appraiser, you could be an appraiser over jewels. You could be an appraiser over tennis shoes because we actually had someone contact me and we had to do an appraisal over his whole collection. It was an NBA player. He had a whole collection of tennis shoes, some that he didn't even wear, some that he paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for. And you need that type of appraisal for his mortgage company and also his insurance company for it to be insured. So there's all types of things that needs appraising, cars, paintings, all of that. So you just have to figure out what your craft is going to be. But to start out in appraising, what you need to do is that you have to take what's called USPAP. USPAP is a course that's required if you're going to be a residential appraiser. And a residential appraiser or a certified general appraiser appraises things in the real estate market. So residential, they can actually appraise any home up to 1.3 million. I think that's where it still sets right now. They can go higher than that if they have a co-signer to their appraisal. If they're a general appraiser, they can appraise anything. You can appraise water. It's called an environmental appraisal, and water coming to a community. Or you can even appraise the sky, the air, because guess what? That's even for sale too. You gotta use it for cell towers.
Yo.
Use it for billboards.
For real. You ain't lying. And it sounds funny, but it's real, y'all.
It's real.
It sounds funny, but it's real. Yes. I know about airspace. I know about in the real estate and all that. When you got those airspace, we got air rights, man. You're buying the rights to the air. You can build upwards, right? You're buying the air.
So I want to just give a shout out to 10,000blackappraiser.org. 10,000blackappraisers.org. The owner of that, the founder, is Thaddeus Dawson, and he's a general appraiser out of Georgia. He is actually looking to teach and help people get into this industry. There is a shortage. You've probably heard over the last 2 years about unconscious bias, where people have been getting appraisals on property and not getting the value because of the fact that who lives in the house, and that should never matter, or who owns a piece of real estate, and that should never matter. So check him out, 10,000 Black Appraisers, or 10,000 Minority Appraiser Foundation. His name is Thaddeus Dawson. He will be in the house.
Okay.
Speaking at the Minorities for Medical Marijuana Cannabis Expo Town Hall meeting.
Yes. So he will be there, ladies and gentlemen. Another reason for y'all to be in the building. Y'all are asking, right? How to do it, how to make it happen. This is a reason y'all need to be there on Friday, man. He's gonna be there. The guy that y'all are talking about right here, that you want to know how to do this damn thing. He's gonna be in the building. Just come near, y'all. Look, I put it up on screen. Y'all screenshot that. Everybody screenshot that real quick. 10kblackappraisers.com. That's his site. Go check him out. That is super dope, man. That's super dope. And hold on, Thunder gave us another. She gave us another resource, the Appraisal Foundation, because you said, I heard you say APAP, and I just googled that acronym real quick. Appraisalfoundation.org.
Right, exactly. And so some people would say, okay, why do I need an appraisal? Why would I want to get into this industry? What I'm going to tell you about appraising is that there are the most powerful people in the room. If you can set the value to not only the community, the air, the space, the water, the building, the real estate, the tennis shoes, the businesses, the churches,
right?
Okay, everything. It's amazing. And then I want to just give your listeners one other jewel. If you want to get into this industry and you don't have a lot of money, there's also things that I think would be really important if you're out here and you're just saying, how can I get in here and I'm very low on funding? Go ahead and get into the virtual side. Go online and build you out a website, buy a web address that has cannabis in it, and just hold on to it. Literally hold on to it. I've seen, since I've been in this industry, someone purchase Love Cannabis, and I think they purchased it for no more than $20. Literally $20 for a full 2 years. You know, it's sometimes they're just like a penny or whatever. They have it up for sale right now for over $5,000. It was anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 last time I checked. But what really got me, Gary?
Yeah.
They got a lease with an option to buy.
Let's go. Get that domain name, baby. You can lease that domain. That's right. Yes. I'm a web guy, so I'm very familiar, and I'm actually one of those guys that does that. I've been domaining for a long time, and I did that back in the early 2000s. I wish I was on it when I first started, and I would have been able to get those one. If anybody would have got a one-word domain name, you're a millionaire automatically today. Anyone who owns a one-word domain name. And at that time, I remember when the internet first started, the domains were very expensive. It wasn't like GoDaddy now, you can get it for $10. It was like $100 per domain. So it wasn't like, it wasn't an easy thing to just sit there and plop down. Plus it was brand new and we didn't even know what was to come. But I wish I did. I wish I would have invested a couple $1,000 and just sat on some of those one-word domains, man. Because oh my God,
it's still an opportunity there. Really, it is. And so you guys really get into that. Look into that. Get into it.
Yeah, get into it, y'all. It's all about early adoption, man, and being on the cusp, man. Another thing that I kick myself about is Bitcoin. I was mining Bitcoin back when Bitcoin first started. I had Bitcoins when they were freaking $1, $2, $3, y'all. But it kept going so slow, and I got discouraged, and I stopped, and I did this, and yeah, never. But look at Bitcoin now. One Bitcoin's like $30,000, y'all. And I had them back when they were $1, $2, and I was about to set up this whole mining thing in my office and all these computers, and I didn't do it. But guys, you got to follow through, man. That's what teaches me. I was young at that point, and I realized that I didn't have the vision to go as long as I did at that point. But now I do. Now I understand, and I've been through these situations and saw what you can do by being persistent and taking a risk and believing in yourself, because that's you gambling on yourself. And I do it at a lot. I'm always rolling the dice on myself.
Absolutely.
Yeah, always. But Thunder, this is good, man. They've been asking more stuff and more stuff. Hold on. Do you have a recommendation for what platform? Oh, Melody, she's talking about to buy a site. Just go to GoDaddy, Melody. She just talking about GoDaddy, man. Just grab up some domain names, because right now cannabis names, it's a newer industry, so there's not as many people who have gobbled up all of those names. There's a lot of names out there that you could still get that are worth some real bread, man. That are really good domains. All right, so let's talk about this, Thunder. This is good, man. Appraising everything, guys. Like you said, the most powerful person in the room, establishing the value to everything, right? That's what's really dope. And the brother that's starting this, that has a whole organization that's doing the training and recruiting, she said there's a shortage of appraisers, y'all. Did y'all hear that? Let me say that one more time. There's a shortage of appraisers, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. And Thunder said some other stuff about using your existing skill sets. She said, I was already an appraiser, right? That's what Real Cannabis Entrepreneur, that was our whole mantra back in 2018 when we didn't have cannabis. Cannabis wasn't going here, right? So I had to teach everybody, guys, why don't you use your existing skill sets to make bread right now? Get in there and use what you have right now. If you're a doctor, don't go try to be a cultivator. If you're be a cannabis doctor, man. If you're an accountant, just don't try to be, a manufacturer. Just be a cannabis accountant, Just you've already established all those skill sets. It took you decades to do what you do. No one's going to catch you, and you're the unicorn. So you just apply those skill sets to what you're doing, and that's what you saw Thunder do. And guys, if any of you guys who are, have any backgrounds in real estate and any other things that might help you in that craft, man, you need to go after it. And like she said, there's a shortage, and a shortage means cash money, baby. Always, right? Supply and demand. So it's a good thing. Good thing.
There's so much a shortage until other larger companies are paying for you to get your education. So step in line. So you can move forward.
Wow. Did y'all hear that? Hold on. Drop a bomb. She said they're paying you. Some of the companies they need it so bad. They're paying people to go ahead and get the training themselves. Y'all paying you to go ahead and train and educate and get something that's going to build value for you. So that's a great one. I love finding little niches like that. And Thunder, you just gave a great niche for so many of the people who might have been going through the cannabis process in New Jersey, got discouraged because maybe they didn't get through the municipality approval and all this crap, and we're waiting for other towns to open up and all that crap. Don't get discouraged, y'all. Y'all learned all of this. Y'all came this far. Do not turn around now. This is what they call 2 feet from gold. 2 feet from gold. If y'all read that book, I think it's called 2 feet or 3 feet from gold. One of my favorite books. But it talks about the gold rush and exactly that. And one of the guys, and they put all this money into going out and mining all this gold. And right before, they were there for like 10 years and they were digging, and they pulled out. And when they pulled out, they were literally 2 feet from the biggest gold reserve of all times, man. And that's a true story that happened with even these guys out there. And that's why I say don't turn around. That was my story. You guys just heard me tell about Bitcoin. Literally, I did the same thing. That was my gold mine, bro. If I'd have had a bunch of them now, I'd have been sitting pretty. So don't turn around, y'all. If y'all in cannabis and you came this far and you got an interest and you've studied it this much, you need to keep going, getting the other lanes and just make money from other lanes, because a lot of times, like in the gold rush, the people selling the picks and the shovels made more than the actual gold miners, right? So you guys can be those sideline individuals that make a whole lot more and have a lot less headache, a lot less regulation by doing some of these alternative services like being an appraiser. I love that. That is really niche. Never would have thought of that, Thunder. They're loving this, Thunder. They're loving this. All right. So let me ask you something else. Oh, somebody did ask a good question. I think that was you, Jarrell. Jarrell said, how do you he said, is there like oh no, we answered that. That was about the appraisal school. Yeah, we answered that. Okay. All right. So last thing, Thunder, and then I'm gonna let you go because I know you're busy, man. You're out there in the field making it happen, right? In progress, making the tour happen, doing everything. Now tell us a little bit more. We're gonna jump back into the tour. We're gonna jump back what you're doing in New Jersey. And the tour starts when? Where does it start? How can people get involved? How can they support it? What can we all do to get down? That's what we want to know, Thunder.
So go to smokecurrency.com, check us out, go ahead and register. Let us know that we are interested or you're interested in us coming to your state, and check out what states we're going to. We have over 20 different states and counting. So understand that. We kicked off in Michigan November the 2nd. And like I said, it was seed to sale. We went to the seed seller. We were able to talk to people about how to host and hold those seeds, to be able to keep them, how they actually destroy the information that they sell them out to. So they keep it all secret. I mean, it's really
Wow.
owner, he literally burns the paperwork once you purchase your seeds. So
Wow.
all over the world, from Africa, Australia. There's people from all over. Seed seller. Check him out. And then we went to PSI Labs, and we were able to see how in a lab controlled environment, it's just like when you were taking biology back in the day when you were in school, we were able to see how a gummy or a piece of cannabis is smoked and how it goes through the body using certain stomach acids and things like that. So the machines could be able to tell us what's the THC level, what impurities are in the cannabis. We're telling you about everything there is to know about cannabis. Some of our sponsors are Skunk Magazine and also Honeysuckle and Fat Nuts. So you can check us out on a lot of different places. We're visiting small businesses and we're going from state to state. Right now we're in New Jersey. It is so cool. I love your state. Oh,
Let's go, Jersey. Represent, baby. Let's go.
New Jersey has it all. You have the beaches.
Yes.
You have the beaches, you have cannabis, you have the casinos, you have it all. And the people here are great. They really, really are. And I just see this place just really skyrocketing. The first time I came here, it was for a cannabis company, a conference that they were having, and literally I was pulling my bags through, and the bellhop came and he helped me bring my bags into the hotel. And the person asked me, he said, "Oh, what are you here for?" And I said, "A cannabis convention." And his eyes just went star-eyed. He just couldn't believe it. He said, "I just left my sentencing for having cannabis, and you're here for a cannabis convention."
Wow.
And I knew at that moment, right then at that moment, we needed to have more education. We needed to actually get the word out. And that young man today, I'm still mentoring him so he can actually get into the space, because he knew everything there was to know about this beautiful plant. And he was being mishandled because of it. And so fast forward a year later, he is working within the industry and getting his stuff all set up and getting the past behind him and moving on and doing his craft the way he wanted to do his craft. But think about just how short of a time frame that was. You know what I'm saying? Are right now. And so when I came to New Jersey, I met up with some people that I met at, just online and at different conferences. The library, Corey and Charles.
That's right. Corey, big up Charles. What's up, my peoples? And Pops, boy. Pops was cool. And Pops.
In the building.
Yeah.
They in the building. And so I asked them to be a docent. And what a docent is a travel tour guide throughout the state. And so they set up the whole tour for us to go and see Legacy to Legal. Yesterday, we were on the streets, right on the corner where the Legacy Market was started.
Let's go.
Time talking to those people. We're right now at Simply Pure looking at cannabis real estate. Right on his desk, he has all his plans and specs on how he is building out not only the dispensary and the lounge, but also there's a whole parking lot that he has to create here. And we have
big up Tyre. Big up, my dude. Let's go. Go ahead.
Exactly. So we cover everything. There's nothing that we're not going to cover as we go to state. We're going to be talking to cannabis bankers. Yes, we're going to be 800 banks applied to do cannabis banking. And we're going to talk about why it's so hard to keep our money in a safe space. And so we're going to be looking at all of those things. But check out the Smoke Currency. Follow me on the Thunder Walker Experience and Smoke Currency. And then also I am Thunder Walker on Instagram. And you're going to be able to check out how 12 strangers come together and live either in a bus or an Airbnb. And we figure out what it is to do with cannabis. And guess what? We're all getting along because why? We love the plant.
That is so dope. That is so dope, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't that super dope? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Throw the tease up, man, because Thunder just been laying it down. She been laying it down for us the whole time, man. This has been an action-packed webinar. Guys, put it up, and man, that's super dope. Super, super dope. Going from state to state, making it happen, tying the pieces of the puzzle together. And then you're saying you're putting people together, strangers on the bus. That sounds like a reality show, Thunder. I think we might need to get the cameras out.
Cameras, baby.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I really want to see if someone's interested in seeing this documentary, because we're going in and we're going deep, 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 deep behind the purple rope and behind the curtains. We're all in there.
That is so dope, man. That is huge.
And then also I want to just mention, we also have the THC Girls and the Highly Connected app. The Highly Connected app, Krista Jones. I met her online, and she is actually from Colorado, and she is doing this with me. I called her up one day and I said, hey, I brought her into Consumption Park in the CWCB, and I said, hey, can you trust me just one more time to do this Smoke Currency tour with me? And she did it. She said, hey, I'm going with you. And it's the Highly Connected app, and her name is Krista Jones, and she's going to be traveling with me throughout the country.
Big up, Chris, the Highly Connected app in the building, baby. That's how we get it together, man. We got to each one teach one. All of us get together, man, and make it happen, y'all. That's what it's about, forming a conglomerate. We got to stop being islands, ladies and gentlemen. We got to stop being islands. Stop trying to do all this stuff by ourselves, killing ourselves. Only 24 hours in a day, and you're competing against conglomerates, trying to do it by yourself. You know how you can go bigger, faster, stronger? Partner up, get with other people, like-minded individuals, go bigger, man. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Put it together, y'all. That's what you see Thunder doing. She's grabbing people and putting it together. That's what you see me doing, grabbing people, putting it together. Why? Because the Voltron we can form is going to be larger, bigger, faster, stronger. It's going to be able to move and withstand things that we cannot do by ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. We got to start playing as a team in cannabis, y'all. You feel me? Let's go. Let's go. Thunder in the building. Let's go. All right, Thunder, before I let you go, man, I want you to let everybody know, man, everybody's just loving it. They loving the content, man, but they want to know how can they get in contact with you? I know I've been having it up here the whole time, but guys, everyone's going, they throw the tease up. Oh, y'all killed the tease. That's what's up. They loving it, Thunder. I didn't even see that. What's up, Melody, Stacy, Gaetano, Jarrell? They blew you up, Thunder. They blowing you up. They blowing you up. Slam.
So first of all, I would love to come to your state. I'm looking for sponsors. I'm looking for docents. I'm looking for vipers to be on the bus. And what a viper is, a person that comes along with us so they can see exactly what we're doing and have the experience firsthand and in person. But also the one thing that I want to add and hopefully attract, get in there and start talking to people around you and lift, just like Gary said, lift all of us up at the same time. We need you. There's nothing that is too small that you can bring to the table. We need that difference of opinion. We need to be able to lift each other up. So you can find me at I Am Thunder Walker, the Thunder Walker Experience. I'm going to be in Atlantic City
baby.
at the parties, at the balls, and at the meetings.
After party, y'all. You know what happens there. Y'all know how we get down.
I will also be judging cannabis at the Cowboy Cup in Oklahoma. So you'll be able to find me from Hawaii to Oklahoma to California to DC.
She's on the move, ladies and gentlemen. Thunder is on the move. Y'all better keep up. Come on, man. We got to represent and support. And Thunder, how can everybody support? What do you need? Tell us anything else that you need. How can we all, because everybody, y'all souped up, y'all love it, but I want to know how we can help, man. Let's stop loving stuff and let's start helping as well at the same time. Let's see. What do you need?
Well, what we need is the ability to make more and do more. So if we're coming to your city, I want to be able to give you a shout out. If you have any type of merch, anything like that, you want to be a sponsor, we would love for you to come on and sponsor. We have corporate sponsors, we have small business sponsors and women-owned business sponsors, and then we have an individual sponsor. So you can do an individual sponsorship as low as $100 and be a part of this space. Wow. I really want to make sure that we can help you. We are filing LLCs right there on the bus. We will go ahead and file them. We have attorneys that will help you with expunction and all of that and be able to explain that. If you have someone that's a loved one that's currently still serving time, especially if it's a woman, I want to talk to you. Send me a message right now. Thunder Walker at live.com. Let me know your story. And my biggest thing is pediatric cannabis. I have a 501c3 for for the Breathe House, and also I Need a Voice is for children that are disabled. If you are a parent out there and you feel like you are alone, you are not. Sometimes the crushing that happens to us, that happened to me, I got hit in the throat. My daughter is nonverbal autistic, IQ below 30. But what that did for me when I found out that just rubbing Rick Simpson oil on her navel would help her attend school and help her brain be able to function, and then start moving into helping her with mushrooms and lion's mane. You're not alone. I want you to know that I am there for you, and I will help you navigate through all of that. The school districts, everything. We have to start working together as a people. It cannot be ignored.
For real, ladies and gentlemen, for real. Thunder is so dynamic, man. So super dope, doing so many things, making it all come together. Big up to y'all, man. Big up to everybody else. And we didn't even talk psychedelics. We didn't even get into psychedelics because Thunder was telling me, man, and I was asking her some questions, y'all. You know, so I'm very interested in the psychedelic world, the psilocybin world, right? And the science behind it is so dope, right? But I always ask people, hey, what happens with you? How did it feel? I always listen to everybody's trip. And is so entertaining. It always makes me wanna trip sometime because the stories people tell me be having me, they so funny and they crack me up like crazy. But at the same time, some of the other things, the benefits that happens with people, and they tell me about that is like really eye-opening. The way that the people say that it takes them back into their childhood sometimes, and they go through all of this different trauma, and they come out and they see all these different things, and they realize what went wrong, and they are able to correct some things, man. Like, it's doing stuff like that, and it's really repairing people's brains. And I don't know if you guys have been studying the science behind psychedelics. Gaetano was the first one who got me on it 2 years ago, and Gaetano was like, come on, man, this is it. This is the next thing. Psychedelics, right? And after I started studying it, and I realized that there was a functional mushroom side of it, just like cannabis, y'all. Did y'all know that? Just like cannabis, we got CBD and we got regular intoxicating THC, right? But we got the non-intoxicating, non-psychoactive CBD that really helped us to get cannabis going in the world, because it got our grandmothers and mothers who would never go to the dispensary. They'll go get some CBD that doesn't get them high or nothing. That's just going to help the arthritic pain. Same thing with functional mushrooms. Not going to have that psychoactive effect, and it's going to just allow you to benefit from the healing properties. So it's going to get some huge adoption. So Thunder, I want you to talk because you're very much into it, and you were telling me in school me about, just a psychedelic experience. And I was asking you about it, and I was like, do you take it? What kind? When do you take the actual the psychoactive version versus the functional version? And you gave me a really good answer. So I want to let you give them that answer about how you necessarily manage and deal and use the mushroom plants.
So the psychedelic mushrooms, I actually microdose on those, and it really helps me stay functional, keeps me upbeat, all of that. But as you start to age, guys, you will realize that you start to develop brain fog, just a fogginess of the day. You get tired quicker, your memory starts being short. And so just things that you can do that are all natural, and it really helps. I love lion's mane, and I take it every day. You can have it in coffee. I actually take a gummy from Hemp Lucid, and it is really great. It's called a grape gummy, and it's good. It's just this little square, and I take 2 a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and it started releasing that brain fog, and it allowed me to really be able to stay focused, because I was losing focus. And you wake up one day and you just don't realize it, just because of the fact that your brain receptacles start to get a little, let's say, dust on them.
Right.
Get a little bit messed up from environmentals. When that happens, you have to actually fix that. And the way that I decided to fix that doing my research is through mushrooms. And I truly love the effect. It keeps me focused, and I am here. I am present for my child. I am present for my significant other. I am present for the day. And so that's what I use. That's
what's up, man. Did y'all hear it? And that's the way you see using the functional, the lion's mane. And guys, you got to study the lion's mane. That's one of the most popular ones out there, because it's one of them that takes like a year or something to grow. They say it's a year or more, right? Thunder, right? To grow them, and they look real ill. They look like a brain. They look like a brain. Is the mushrooms? They look real funky. But they have been doing some incredible things. The science behind it has been insane, y'all. I'm serious. You got to study it. The science is just so direct. It's so direct, and it's proving it without a shadow of a doubt. It's reconnecting synapses in people's brain that aren't supposed to be disconnected, and unconnecting ones that aren't supposed to be there. And it's fixing them, and it's doing all kind of stuff, guys. And the big up to my big homie and all of them, man. Athletes for Care, Marvin Washington. Big up to Marvin and all my athletes, right? Big up to Marvin, all of them. Marvin and they, all of my athletes and the NHL guys, the NBA guys who are all using psychedelics, right? And Aaron Rodgers. I know that man on site. He's always, because you can see he's so focused, baby, in the pocket. Aaron he's on that thing all the time, baby. Aaron was smart, man. Aaron, he's been doing a lot of them. Y'all don't know have been big proponents of both psychedelics and cannabis, y'all. A lot of the athletes that you watch, man, they understand that this is going to help them protect their bodies and their minds, especially when you're going through those collisions. And there's a lot of things that can protect you from brain damage in the mushroom world, particularly lion's mane. It's something that is proactively, they should be giving it to all the football players before they play a game, actually, because it actually is a neuroprotectant. It actually shields the brain from getting damaged from impact. So it's doing other stuff like that, y'all. It's crazy, man. Super dope, man. So we got to have a whole nother webinar.
It's really good for the skin too. I mean, people ask, they really don't realize how old I am, things like that, your age. It's really, really good for the skin. And so it's all about.
Really? I didn't know that. Get out of here. You can use mushrooms on the skin too?
Mushrooms on your skin. It's all about wellness. If you can capture the right amount of water that your body needs, and I really, really like drinking water that is more oxygenated, more oxygen in the water, and then taking your mushrooms, you're going to see a difference. You really, really will.
Yeah, man. This is very, very interesting. Look at Gaetano. Mushroom furniture, clothing, packaging. He ain't lying. Mushrooms. It's literally buildings. I mean, they're doing everything. It's just like hemp all over again, guys. It's doing the same thing. Hemp can do everything, right? Every damn thing. And they were trying to hide it from us. And we didn't know that hemp was in production. And then BMW was like, we've been making our panels out of hemp. We've been doing this out of hemp. All the companies started coming out and they revealed. I guess it was kind of a trade secret. They kind of didn't want the competitors to know. That's why BMWs, and my son been racing cars, and he'd be telling me he was just racing. They was racing the other day, and he said, "Dad," he was like, "Nowadays, man, Lambo can't even touch one of the Beamers out here." I was like, "What? For real?" He's like, "Yeah, with the Beamers are smoking the Lambos, bro. Unless you got it souped up now." I said, "What? The Beamers?" Because Beamer put all them panels in it to make it super light, so the Beamers are flying. Big up to BMW for embracing hemp technology in the cars. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see the same thing happen in mushrooms, ladies and gentlemen. This is a whole thing. Protect the brain. That's right, Jabril.
It's a movement.
Protect the brain, man. All right, y'all. I got to let Thunder go. I ain't going to hold her too long. I know y'all want more, but we got to let her go. She's in the middle of working. You hear them banging in the background. You hear them doing, and she still jumped on. She's still here to represent.
I am loving this. All right, Gary, I am so excited that you brought me on. Even in the middle of all of this, people need to really understand you cannot do cannabis without real estate. So you need to get somebody on your team so you can understand what you're doing. If you're stepping out here in the middle of the street and you're deciding, hey, I'm going to do a dispensary, process, grow, whatever you're doing, you need to understand that real estate plays a huge part in everything we do in this world, whether it's virtual or whether it is physical.
Absolutely. Amen to that, man. And it's all about the real estate. And all of us in New Jersey, we got a lesson. We got a quick smack in the face about real estate, because if we didn't have it, the real estate in New Jersey, literally, guys, I'm going to tell you this stat. Last year, when we all started finding real estate properties, within 3 months, a third of all commercial warehouse real estate in New Jersey got gobbled up in 3 months. Y'all know who that was, right? It was us. It was what happened. It was sitting there all that time, and all of a sudden, when cannabis let loose, all of a sudden, a third of all of the warehouses went gone, right? And it's like, oh, we're gobbling it up. So the real estate is part of it, and it's a big thing. It's like a diamond here in New Jersey because we don't have a lot of land to build things. Everything is congested. We're highly densely populated. We got buildings and buildings and buildings. These landlords ain't playing no games with us. They don't want us to hear. They don't want to hear talking. They're coming and deboing us so hard. As soon as you call them and they say 5,000, they say, what's the use case? Cannabis, 10,000. It's 10,000 now. It's 11,000. It's 12. It's this, and you got to pay me a deposit and this and that, and they start going crazy. So, real estate, it's all about the real estate. Yes.
And Gary, right now, there's nothing out there that protects us from that. And so, the only way that we're going to get some protection is that we work together and be able to say, no, we're not going to get this price gouging because of the fact that we have a team and we have people that work with us. So, yeah, there's nothing that stops a landlord from just changing his mind and raising it twice, 3 times. The lady.
For real, right?
Twice, 3 times.
They don't play, man. They have no mercy, guys. And it is all about the real estate and understand the real estate game. And that's what Thunder's a professional at, y'all. You need to talk to her if you're getting in this game. It's all about the real estate. And when it comes to the exit, y'all, there's an additional bonus for ownership of that real estate. That there's an additional bonus for that exit when you own that property versus leasing that property, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're out for that big exit, man, you need to talk Thunder. You need to situate some things. You need to get your valuations, your appraisals, and all that other things in place so that you can get a really nice exit and know how to exit and know what know the value is, or know how to increase the value. Because she's going to tell you, she's going to give you all of the things while she's going through it, saying, oh, no, what you got there, what you got there. All you got to do is sit there and take notes and say, okay, I'm going to increase that. I'm going to do 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 that. And then I'm going to have Thunder come back and reappraise. You know what I'm saying? So that's the real dope thing about this whole scenario, man. So big up to you, Thunder, man. This was so dope. So dope. All right, y'all. I ain't going to hold her no long. I can't hold her no long, y'all. I got to let her go, y'all. I got to let her go. She's got to do some work now. All right, y'all. All right. All right, y'all. Big up. Everybody, they throwing the tees up. Let's send her out with a bang. Throw a tees up. Throw the tees up. Throw the tees up for Thunder, man. Thunder Walker, Smoke Currency Tour. Go to smokecurrency.com. Smokecurrency.com, ladies and gentlemen. Get there right now so that you can find out what's going on in her in New Jersey as she travels all around. Go to the thunderwalkerexperience.com. Thunderwalkerexperience.com. And if you want to get in contact with Thunder Walker, go to thunderwalker@live.com. That's her personal email. You see how my guests do? They give you their personal emails and stuff like that. I don't be giving out my personal emails like that all the time, but they'll do it, right? You know what I'm saying? They'll do it. They love the people that much, man. They're so about it that they'll give you their personal information on top of it, man. So reach out to her, man, because she's doing big things. Love what you're doing. Love what you're doing, Thunder. We're gonna do so many big things, and I gotta give you that smoke on the way out. Where's my smoke machine? Let's get my smoke machine popping, because this is the smoke. This that smoke, baby. Let's get that smoke going for Thunder, y'all. Send her out with a bang. It's the Smoke Currency Tour, y'all.
Thank you, Gary, for having me. You're wonderful. I can't wait to see you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Thunder. I'll see you on Friday. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Yo, man. Oh, my goodness. Did she tear it down or what, y'all? Did she tear it down or what? I told y'all she was going to bring some next level information, right? I told y'all she was going to bring the next level information, man. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. This is super dope, man. This is super dope. Super dope, super dope, super dope. All right, ladies and gentlemen, man, this is an incredible session. Smoke Currency Tour, guys. Smoke Currency Tour. Go to smokecurrency.com, smokecurrency.com, man. Check it out. This Friday, meet us in Atlantic City. Thunder's going to be there. I'm going to be there. Gaetano's going to be there. I'll be speaking from the stage. Thunder be speaking from the stage. Precious, a whole bunch of other people that we know in Jersey and beyond. The guy that she talked about that's doing the appraising, that's going to teach you guys how to be a cannabis appraiser and all that kind of thing. He's going to be right there in the building, guys. So go get your tickets right now. bit.ly/AC tickets 2023. That's bit.ly/AC tickets 2023, man. Get those tickets for this Friday, guys. We're going to be in the building and we're going to have dump. And we got an after party. And we got an after party too, y'all. Y'all need to be there, man. It's going to be good networking. And we're going to be in AC getting saucy, baby. We're going to be getting saucy down there. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Woo! Man, oh man, oh man. This was good, man. Thunder, you guys are blowing it up. Big up to you. Big up Charlene in the building. Big up Valerie in the building. Jarrell in the building. North Cal in the building. Gaetano in the building. Big up the Cash One. Big up the Donna J. Big up the that's King Gregory in the building. All my guys, man. David H. Big up to you, man. I got to shout all of y'all out. Big up to you. Big up to you, David H. David H. in the building. Big up. All right, all right, y'all. I think I do have one more last thing. Before I forget it. Wait, let me turn my music up. Because we're on our way out. We're on our way out. So we in party zone. Let me turn my music up real quick. Hold on. Let me get it back popping. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Last one of the day. My man Gaetano. Gaetano is he's on the forefront of the psychedelics movement. And he's got something for us, ladies and gentlemen. Something that we need your help with. We need your help because they're about to define the psychedelics rules, legislation, regulation, and a whole bunch of other things. In order for us to have a voice in what happens with that, we have to collect data. And that's what Gaetano's doing. He's partnered with one of the biggest data companies out there, AltMed, and they're collecting and doing surveys to collect what we want and other things that we know about the psychedelic world, guys. It's a survey that you got to take, guys. You got to take the survey real quick. It's not even take you long, all right? Go to bit.ly/mushroom surveys. Go to bit.ly/mushroom mushroom surveys. We need you guys to take this survey, guys. That's the way that we're going to have our voice heard in New Jersey, New York, tri-state, and everywhere else when it comes to psychedelics. We need to answer these questions. We need to let them know what we know about it, what we want, what we don't want. This is what we should have did when cannabis first got popping. We wouldn't have had a bunch of this crazy stuff going on that we got going on. So, guys, it's our time. We got to do it right now. Go to bit.ly/mushroom surveys. All right, bit.ly/mushroom surveys. All right, make sure y'all do that, man. Grab that, screenshot that. Everybody put that down. Everybody put that down. Get that mushroom survey. And Gaetano's got it in the raw link in there as well. Big up to you, Sue. Thank you, Sue. Big up, Sue. All of y'all on LinkedIn, man, leave me some comments on there. Tell me how great the webinar is, because it gets archived on LinkedIn. So all of y'all that are watching on LinkedIn, man, please comment on it and say how great it was. If you thought it was great, if you thought it was good, if you thought it was suck, whatever, man. Just say it. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Holy moly. What's the strain of the week, Melody says? My strain of the week, Melody. What I've been smoking on this week? Creme de la Kim. No, Creme de la Kim. Big up to Mephisto Genetics. Creme de la Kim. I've been smoking that Creme de la Kim, baby. Yeah. All right, we're gonna be in AC, and I'm gonna bring some banger with me, y'all. Who want to smoke out with me on AC? Come on Friday if you want to smoke out with me on AC, man. We're gonna get it popping. Word up. Let's go. Psychedelic survey link is in there right now. Gaetano's putting it up in the chat if you want to click it. But if you're listening to this and you can't click, go to bit.ly/mushroom surveys, and bit.ly is bit.ly. bit.ly is the shortening service. Okay, bit.ly/mushroom surveys. All right, Melody Joyce said she's gonna bring me that. Iverson, word. Bring me that, Melody. I need some of that. Iverson, baby. I need that AI, baby. I need to taste that AI. Big up to Al. Big up to Al. Both Al's. Al Harrington, Allen Iverson. Big up my big dogs. Al's doing it big. Jersey represent. Jarrell says bazooka breath. Really tastes like bubblegum. What? For real? You've been chewing for like an hour already. Yo, my son had this banana bud though the other day. That one did smell very banana-y. And I smoked a little bit and it tasted very banana-y. Yeah, they're getting better and better, man. These cultivators are getting really good, man. They're capturing some of the flavors, guys. The terpenes, did you guys hear it's not all about terpenes, right? They came up with a new article and said there's a whole bunch of other cannabinoids and flavonoids and other things inside the cannabis plant. And with terpenes, we're not playing such a significant part in the smell and the taste that we thought it was, right? Did you hear about that science? Yeah, they're studying it, but they're still going to know more. A lot of stuff to learn, you know what I mean? A lot of stuff to learn. You know what I'm saying? All right, tastes better. And I made it sound bazooka breath. Nah, bazooka breath sound dope though. That's like my bazooka candies, man. Big up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, big up to y'all for staying this whole time, man. We're all the way to 1:30. We're way over time today, but that's all right. We have fun here, man. We, you know what I'm saying, Melody? Yeah, come on down, Melody. Everybody come to AC, guys. Come to AC. Get there, y'all. Go to bit.ly/AC Tickets 2023. Go to /AC Tickets 2023 to check us out at the Cannabis Town Hall event put on by Minorities for Medical Marijuana. Big up to Roz, big up to Leo, big up to Sheeta, big up to all of them. Everybody else, man, down the Shell, Jeff Booker, Canna Coverage, Gaetano, Anna, everybody. We're going to be on there Friday. Represent, man. Come through, represent, man. Come get turned up with us. Come learn some stuff. Come smoke some stuff. Come do everything with us. All right, y'all. I gotta go eat something now, man. I got a couple meetings I gotta do. Gaetano, we're on a meeting right after this, ain't we? All right, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think that is it for the day. Yes, I'm ending this one off very calmly today, unlike me being wild and crazy like I normally am. But today, psych, I'm gonna end it up the wild way anyway. Bringing that smoke, ladies and gentlemen. Real Canna in the building, 2023. We got it popping. The webinar. Thunder Walker in the building, smokecurrency.com, realcannabisentrepreneur.com. Guys, represent. Make sure you come and see us on Friday down in AC. Make sure you come check out Thunder Walker. Make sure you check out her store. She's in Jersey. Smokecurrency.com, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to continue to bring you more fire. All right, y'all. We up out of here.